Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today I'm going to be doing a to pull or not to pull banner overview on the new Fire Vincent slash Angeal Banner. So that being said, let's get straight into it. I'm going to jump over here to this draw. And the first thing I want to do is actually check out the animation. It's pretty cool. I saw it in the data mine. So here it is, Hellhound shot for Vincent. So kind of like an upward claw swipe plus the spin around in the gun. And there's Angeal's right there. His looks pretty sick and powerful as well. Now I'm going to actually try on the weapon. Let's take a look at it. Honestly, this is really cool. Honestly, guys, he kind of reminds me right here a little bit like Octo. Honestly, I feel like I know that he loves Vincent, and so I'm pretty sure that he's going to be super psyched on this banner. This costume is really freaking cool, guys. I like it a lot. I like this silver gauntlet that he's got going on right here. We've got the little tassel coming off of the kind of leather trench coat like matadorish, like Victorian. I don't even know how to explain what's going on with this vibe right here that Vincent's got going on, but it is really cool. I like the fur going down all the way to the back. Kind of reminds me of like something like you might see like from Sesshomaru from Inuyasha. I don't know if you guys remember that show, but kind of strikes me as that. And we got the long hair, the glasses, the red on black. It just looks pretty cool. There's the weapon itself, which, let's be real, Vincent always has the sickest pistols. They're like enormous and just freaking awesome. So honestly, super psyched on the costume. I think it's really, really cool. Now let's take a look at the actual costume specs here, right? So this is called Holiday Formal Wear. The first R ability boosts fire potency by 15 points, guys. 15 points is going to give an extra 25% fire ability damage. On top of that, we're going to have the Flame Blade Arcanum for an extra 35% fire damage. This is a total of 60% in one costume, guys, officially making Vincent the absolute powerhouse of physical fire damage in the game as of right now. There is no one that can do it better than him. I really like these new elemental arcanums. They're super powerful, so if you're coming into the game late and you're kind of catching up on some of your arcanums, honestly, something like this is going to be like super good, guys. If you don't have any fire set up in your, in your account right now, this is definitely going to be something that's definitely worth at least considering, I would say. Now, let's take a look at the actual weapon itself. Now, guys, I know they added OB1 here, but they took out level 120 base 5-star. I know I complained about it in another video. I just feel like it was so ridiculous. Like, I feel like I wish I could see base 5-star level 120 here just to see the frickin' R abilities, right? And the stats on the actual gun. But we're going to have to switch over to OB1. Physical attack 403. It's going to deal 620% physical damage. When debuff is granted to target, it'll do times 1.2 damage. Alright, and it will also increase the limit gauge potency by 4%. The R abilities are going to be 32 over 15, and physical attack boost double on the support abilities, and then the triangle sigil break. Now, this is one of those weapons where if you guys don't have a physical fire outlet in your account somewhere, this is definitely going to be a great banner. Now the question is, do you pull it right away or wait? And my suggestion is that we wait. So there's going to be another banner likely on the 18th. There's going to be another one literally on Christmas, guys. Then we are going to get the New Year's or January 1st banner. So that's 3. So we're definitely going to have a New Year's banner. It's probably going to be awesome, right? Last year was Cloud and Sephiroth, which was Skysplitter and Radiant Edge, Dawn. Ability EI, right? So honestly, for me, I think that, as of right now in my account, and I will just frickin' show you guys right here. All right, so I just wrote this down just because doing something like this helps me figure out what I should pull for, right? So this is just a straight up overview of my elemental accounts or my elemental weapons for both for all elements, magic and physical. So like if we go to fire right here, right? we see magic. I have the OB8 Stream Guard, which was Zach's 6-month anniversary weapon. It's at OB8, but I have the parts to take it to OB10, right? So I do have essentially an OB10 magic fire weapon. I also have a OB10 physical fire weapon, right? Skysplitter. Nowhere near as good as this new weapon for Vincent, but still pretty good, right? Now, if you go and take a look at some of my other things, right? So here we have lightning. This is my worst element, right? Magic, Kieran Gloves OB1, and then physical Murasame OB10 slash Monster Hunter Zach OB4 potential OB6, even though I'll probably never take that weapon to OB6, right? So having something like this, like if we look at Earth right here, you can see that on the physical side of Earth, I'm also super weak, right? OB3 Earthly Horn, which is like an Angeal Imperil weapon, and then OB3 Hawkeye, and I'm missing the Arcanum. So I don't have the Arcanum for the Earth on the physical side. I don't have the Arcanum for the wind on the physical side either. So having something just written out like this where you can just look at your single best weapon for each element on the magical and physical side might help you guys figure out which banners to pull on, right? So for me, this banner is not necessarily an easy skip, but definitely an easy wait, as I do have the Skysplitter OB10 to fall back on, and I also have Locke's Blade for Cloud since I did run after the Princess Guard. Thank you guys, it was freaking worth it. But you know, so for me, I'm going to be just holding off for now, but you guys might want to try putting something like this together, and yeah, it might help you guys make your choice better for what banners you want to pull on and when, right? So let's go back to the weapon itself. Take a look at it at OB6 right here. All right, so the physical attack 633. We have Hellhound Shot Plus dealing 780% physical fire damage, which is going to do roughly an extra 160%. So we're looking at 940% at OB6, which is super solid, plus the fact that this weapon is not limited. So even if you guys just got a single copy or OB1 with this weapon, you know, and this is for those of you guys out there that don't have a physical fire DPS outlet, right? Because that's what we're slowly trying to build, is at least one Arcanum for each element, and then at least one setup within each element that is going to be magical and physical, right? And we just have to take the time to figure out which banners to go for, just based on the individual progress of all of our own accounts, which are all uniquely different to themselves, right? Okay, so other than that, guys, we have physical attack at 40 at OB6, boost fire potency 27, so absolutely standard right there. Nothing crazy here, and if we take it to OB10, physical attack jumps to 691, the damage goes to 940%, which is basically the norm these days on these elemental weapons. Debuff when granted to target will go 1.2, which is 94 times 2, which is, let's just say, you know, 200% minus 10%. So let's just say 1,130%. So really, really, really strong. A lot stronger than Skysplitter, which I believe is like 800%, maybe 850%. So this weapon is going to be doing almost 300% more with a stronger Arcanum. So for those of you guys who want to upgrade the fire physical capacity of your accounts, this is definitely the way to do it. I'm tempted to pull for the banner. It's just there's no way I'm going to pull for this banner without seeing what's on the horizon, you know, with a potential very powerful wind magic cloud dropping for the Titan fight. I just feel like that sounds more exciting to me than this, even though Vincent's costume and weapon are super awesome and powerful. So essentially, guys, that is going to be my take on this banner. Let's jump over and quickly look at Angeal's weapon. I highly doubt anyone will be going on this banner and pulling simply for Angeal's weapon. It is certainly something that I'm going to be wishlisting, guys. This is definitely a wishlist item for me. I really think that the Imperil weapons, complement Angeal's kit super well, and they also allow him to do some damage on the side, and also it casts Veil. It's just a cool weapon. I like the animation of the attack, and on top of that, this weapon has fantastic R abilities for physical attack and fire potency. If we take it to OB10, you can see it's 62 over 39. It's not the first weapon in the game to have these exact R abilities. We had basically 1 year ago on the New Year's banner, Sephiroth dropped with Radiant Edge, which has the exact same R abilities, so it's not like you guys need to build this in order to get a, sub weapon that's going to have this capacity, but it is an overall good weapon. I don't think I would recommend pulling for this banner for this weapon. I would just wait and wishlist it. I think that Vincent is the entire focus of this banner, and that really just depends on your guys' account. If you don't have anything decent for physical fire, it is a absolutely good banner to go for, guys. I skipped Vincent's Magic Lightning banner. It's one of those banners that I really wish I didn't skip because lightning is essentially my weakest element, and that was tough for me on the last Guild War, right? Because I was basically running an OB1 Kieran gloves, but it is what it is. We're never going to have all the things that we need, or most of us are never going to have most of the things we need in the game, and that's okay. We just have to try and make the choices as best we can to play the game, but also enjoy the game at the same time. So essentially, guys, that's going to be my thoughts on this banner. I am curious, are you guys going for it? If you are, I wish you guys the best of luck. Vincent, always a super cool one. Love the costume. He's always got some, like, real flair coming in with his costumes. Vincent's got that, like, kind of, like, Victorian vibe, which I feel like fits him, because he's kind of like a vampire. He's something crazy, right? And so he's definitely older than everyone else. But yeah, that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.